Hey guys, listen, you've seen the stuff I'm working on. So today let's talk about something different. A question I have been asked before is, can you actually make a living doing automotive YouTube content? Now, yes, we know big names like Sleeper Dude and Vice Grip Garage and what are some others y'all like to watch? Maybe Junkyard Digs. We know those guys can because they're mega channels. But what about the average small channel? Can you make a living doing YouTube? I'm going to answer those questions and a lot more in this video. Y'all hang in there.
I'd say it's a nut job.
So we're going to sit down. Pop open a cold Sprite and talk about, can you make a living as a small creator in the YouTube world? And believe it or not, the answer is yes. Now, there is no magic formula. Sorry, guys, there just isn't. But let's talk about a few different things that are do's and don'ts that I have discovered in my channel. Now, your situation may be different. And then we will cover the can you actually make a living doing solely YouTube content. So some of the things I've noticed early on is a lot of the advice that you get is from big channels, channels that have 100,000, 200,000, whatever subscribers. And what they do, while it works for them, does not necessarily translate to a small channel that has 1, 2, 3, 4,000 subscribers. Now, I'm fortunate that at the time I'm recording this, I have about 6,500 subscribers. So I have grown the channel with the help of you guys, what I think considerably. A trap that a lot of people fall into is, it seems to be the popular consensus now that we need to do shorts, 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 shorts. And while shorts do get a lot of views, they don't actually pay anything. So if your goal is to make a living at YouTube, the short doesn't contribute to the financial aspect. Honestly, what a short is good for is twofold. If you're trying to build some subscribers, shorts will work up to a point. Shorts will get you those quick, hit subscribers that you'll gain 50 or 100 subscribers from some doing a series of shorts. But that well will dry up fairly quickly as well. Shorts, really what I use them for is to update people, my subscribers, to update them on what's going on between videos. I think that's the best use for a short. If we look at the pay of them, shorts do not pay well. Shorts pays pennies is what shorts pay. I've got shorts that's done really well and they've made like $1, $1.25, $1.50, something like that. They don't make a lot of money. So shorts are not something you want to use and rely on them as far as money goes. And we'll get into the type of money that YouTube pays in a moment. It's not the kind of money that people think it is. It's not, we're not movie stars, not making Nicolas Cage money, or nothing like that, or Julia Roberts or whoever you want to pick out of the air out there. We're not making that kind of money. We're making more like full-time manager at McDonald's kind of money. So with that being said, The majority of the stuff you want to do is long form content. You want to do full videos. Those will be the ones that will actually set you up for success. Do not listen to the people that tell you to do short videos. These 3, 4, 5 minute long videos will benefit you in no way. They may, again, along the same line as the shorts, gain you a few subscribers, and every subscriber matters. That's why you hear people say, please like, subscribe, and comment. It's because every subscriber matters. Um, Without a doubt. Doesn't matter how big your channel is. If you've got 100 subscribers, if you got 100,000 subscribers, each one of those subscribers matter. And you can gain subscribers from short videos, but at the end of the day, short videos will end up frustrating people, because if they come over here to your channel, and again, we're talking specifically automotive related channels, if they come over to your channel and they want to know how to do I'll use this as an example because it's laying right here. They want to know how to do a compression check. And you do a 3-minute video that says, take the plug out, stick this in there, and spin the motor over. 100. Well, thank you guys for watching. What? No, you need to do a video. Now, I'm not saying you do an hour-long video on this, but you need to do a detailed video so that the person that watches it, you're not making the content for somebody that does compression checks every day, because they're not going to come over to watch your video. They already know how to do compression checks. You're making the video for people that either have a small understanding or no understanding of this. So you need to go through the process of showing them how all this works, how to relieve the pressure, what adapter to use. You need to do everything, and you can't do that in a 3 or 4 minute video. My formula that I have found is the most successful across the board is to try to make videos between 25 and 35 minutes long. 40-minute videos are stretching it, in my opinion, because at the same time, people don't want to see a video too short. What they don't want to do also is feel like they're tied up for an hour and a half watching a movie to see you do a compression check. I mean, I know that one's a ridiculous one, but whatever it is, whether it's tuning a carburetor, they don't want to watch an hour and a half video on that. Now, if you're building a car from start to finish, you might can fudge a little bit and get in there in that 45-minute range and still hold their attention. But you need to figure out how to make your videos between 25 and 35 minutes long. I say that because across the board, I have found that length video performs the best and holds the best retention of the audience. And at the end of the day, that's where a lot of your pay comes from. Now, let me pause real quick and say this. If you have a YouTube channel, drop the name of it in the comments. Go subscribe to each other's YouTube channel. Now, hold on before people go, what? Wait, just listen to me. Let me explain why. One, YouTube rewards community. They want people to interact with each other. That's what the platform is built for. So they will reward community. So by interacting with each other, they see that you're actually interested in being part of a community. When they see that, they will help try to, I don't want to say promote, they will help feed or generate your videos some. So if you have a YouTube channel, take this moment to drop down in the comments, put the name of your YouTube channel, and then all I would say is, when y'all see the names of YouTube channels, go check the other channel out. Go watch one of their videos, or just hit the subscribe button if you don't want to even watch one of their videos. It does help the channel. This is a way that we can help each other and help grow each other, and that benefits everyone across the board, and it doesn't actually cost you a single thing. It's like simply just being nice to each other. It boils down to that simple, and it helps each other. Doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't even really cost you any time. Click, click, done. And if it's something you don't want to see and you don't care to watch their channel, well, I mean, you subscribed. You helped their channel gain another subscriber. That helps benefit them. And then if you don't want to watch their content, don't. But you may see one of their videos one day that pop up and go, huh, that looks like a pretty good video. So all I'm saying is, if we subscribe to each other's content, and I'll return the favor, drop down in the comment, you subscribe to mine, I'll try to subscribe to yours. Now, I try to keep up with all the comments. Sometimes I miss a few, which transitions me into the next thing. And I believe one of the more important things to help YouTube grow. We're going to go back to that community word. If you make a video, it always astonishes me. I heard another creator mention this. It always astonishes me that some of these large channels, you very rarely see them interact with anyone in the comments. I do everything possible to reply in some way, even if it's just saying thank you for watching. I try to reply to any comment that's in my comments on my videos. Now, there's one exception to that. I do not reply to negative comments. I ignore them. I don't care what the comment says. If it's a negative comment, I scroll past it. But if it's a comment genuinely asking a question, I try to answer it. If it's a genuinely nice comment or a comment or somebody just feels like they want to share a story, I've had people just share their stories in my comments, I will respond to it. Really, the only thing I don't respond to is blatantly hateful comments or however you want to phrase it. But by interacting with the comments, YouTube likes that. They will help promote that video. Now, I try to do that on all the comments I get. But I'm at the mercy, when it comes to that, of the app telling me I have a comment. So sometimes it will tell me I have a comment. I'll click on it and respond. I'll look and there'll be 5 or 6 comments. It never notified me I had those other comments. So there is times when comments get missed. If I've ever missed one of your comments, I do apologize for that. I try to respond to all the comments I get. It's not that hard to do. So YouTube does reward the interactions. That's why I said drop your channel in the comments and subscribe, and then subscribe to each other when you see the comments, and you subscribe to me, I subscribe to you. It's that whole you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of mentality, and that helps everyone. But let's get into the nuts and bolts. People want to know how YouTube works as far as payments go, and can you make a living doing nothing but YouTube? And I'll go ahead and tell you the answer to it is yes. And I know some of you are already thinking, well, of course, YouTube, you can make a living at YouTube. A lot of people do it, but I'm talking as a small channel. There was recently a study done that said all a person needs to make a living at YouTube is 4,000 subscribers, with 1,000 of them being constant engagement. Now, let me explain what that means. So what they mean by 4,000 subscribers with 1,000 constant engagement, it means you have 4,000 subscribers with a minimum of 1,000 people watching each video you do. That's what that means. Because if you have 1,000 of your subscribers watching, it's a fact. It doesn't matter what channel you are. If you're the highest pinnacle of the most viewed channel on YouTube or the lowest, it's a fact that 60-70% of the people that watch your videos are not actually subscribed to your channel. That can come across the fact that the video was shared with them. It could come across the fact that some people that watch YouTube don't actually set up an account on YouTube, so they can't subscribe. So there's several reasons for that. But if you have 1,000 of your subscribers, your core group that watches your videos, all the other views that the video gets comes from outside, you will make enough on those videos to make a living. Now, you have to understand the term making a living. And that doesn't mean that tomorrow I'm going to go out and buy me a new car. Heck, let's just go buy the land next door. That's not making a living. That's getting rich. I don't care how you break it down. That's my thoughts on it. When I say make a living, I mean I can pay my power bill, my water bill, my car insurance, my your day-to-day living cost. That's making a living. Um, and only you know what that number is because only you know what your bills are. You have to understand what the term making a living means. Now, if you're married and your spouse has a full-time job and you need enough to pay the bills, and then your spouse's job can be the extra for, like, say, gas and groceries and going out money, then maybe that number is a lot less. If you're single and you live in a 3-story house in a subdivision on a golf course, that number is probably much, much higher. So only you know what that number is that you would have to survive. What I'm saying is that making a living, that number is different for each person. So you have to know that number before you start. You have to have a number in your mind that says, if I can make this much money, then I can call this self-sustaining. Now, YouTube pays out once a month. So you have to kind of give it the month and go through that number and then divide it out and see if that number is what you need. Because you can't look at it daily, because some days nobody watches. Some days you'll have 100,000 views. And so some days you might look at it and it made $3 this day. I'm like, I can't live on $3 a day. Oh my God, no, I can't do this. But you may look at it the next day, and the next day it made $250. You know, like, $250 a day, I could be okay with that, you know? So you kind of have to look at it monthly. It's going to change. Your pay is going to change every day, basically, because they lump it into a monthly thing. Some videos hold back a day or so to generate the numbers. Fast growing ones, slow growing ones will generate the money faster. So it's a crazy algorithm-y kind of thing that I'm not going to go into to try to explain. But what I will say is, at the end of the month, when you get paid out, you'll pay the pay for the videos stop at the 31st each month. And when they do, you can look back and go, do your little calculator and go, I averaged out, however you want to average it. I averaged out this much an hour, or I averaged out this much a day, or I averaged out this much a week, or however you want to figure it up, and go, okay, I can do this. But don't make that leap yet. Give it a couple of months to see what it's going to be, because every month's going to be different. It literally is one of those deals where every time you look at it, it's going to be different. So the way you get paid, and this is going to go back to video length, the way you get paid is by view, by watch hours. But what actually determines what you get paid is the ads that is put into your videos. So YouTube recently made a change. Not everybody has went to this, but most have now. YouTube has made a change now where they put an ad in the beginning, ad in the middle, and ad at the end, if your video is over a certain length. Those ads pay so much to be in your video. They pay a certain number to YouTube to be in your video, and that is based off of how many people watch that ad. And then YouTube gives you a percentage of that pay based off how many people watch that video. So while subscriber counts is desperately important, because, again, we go back to that, if you can get a core group that watches your videos, the subscriber count is very important. The watch count is also extremely important, but you don't get the watch count without the subscriber count. It all kind of ties into this neat little bow and ties together. But the long and short of it is, you can make a sustainable living as a small channel. You need a few tiny, tiny things. You need subscribers. You need videos, in my opinion, that are 25 to 35 minutes long. You need people to engage with you in the comments. And one that I also put a lot of time and effort into is you need to engage with other channels. Now this is one a lot of people don't do and they skip it, but I believe it is utterly important, is you need to engage with other channels. It's also important to go to other channels, just like you commenting on mine. It's important that you go to other channels, and if you watch a video and you like their video, like you like what you see, make a comment that just says, enjoy the video, good video, great video, whatever, or make a comment to answer a question or something they had. Doesn't matter, but engage in the comment section on somebody else's video. By engaging on somebody else's comments or by engaging in someone else's comments on their video, you're again showing that community, and YouTube likes to see that community. Plus, other people will see you commenting, and believe it or not, people do look at those comments and go, huh, wonder what this guy's channel is about, and click on it. They'll click on it, and then they scroll through and like, oh, I like this, and they'll subscribe to yours also. It really does help you. Along the lines of their videos is when you see lives pop up for some of those videos that or some of those channels that you like, jump in those lives. It doesn't matter if you're in there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever you do. Jump in those lives and engage in the comments. First thing you do when you jump in that live, the first thing you do is jump in that live, hit the comment section, and go, hey everyone, bam. Or watching from South Carolina, bam. Or whatever it may be. First thing you do is when you jump in there, hit that thing. You will start to see that other people in the comments will start, like my YouTube name, Frizzell Racing. I'll jump in there. Hey everyone, watching from South Carolina, bam, hit the send button. You'll start seeing, hey Frizzell Racing, hey Frizzell Racing, hey Frizzell Racing. You'll start seeing that interaction in that comments. People will check out your channel and they will watch your videos. That translates into income. Also, what happens from time to time is whoever's doing the live will be reading them off and read off the names and go, oh, hey, Frizzell Racing's watching. Hey, have y'all seen his video on race transmissions? You know, y'all ought to go check that out. It was a great video. Bam, you just introduced your video to an entirely new group that has never even heard of your channel. I'm not saying you do everything for selfish reasons. What I'm saying is YouTube rewards community. There's a community tab on there if you're a creator. Those things work great too. Post a picture, post a picture of the ramp truck with that on the back of it. Coming in an upcoming video, F100, something. Again, you're promoting that community. I can't stress enough how much the community part of YouTube actually matters when it comes to pushing your videos. Now, dollars and cents, what does YouTube actually pay you? Well, that's going to look different for everyone. And the reason that looks different, we go back to the advertisers pay to advertise on their channel. Different advertisers will pay different amounts of money. So you may have one video you may have two videos that both have 10,000 views. And one of those videos may make this amount of money, and the other video may make this amount of money, and there may be a significant difference between the two, and both of them have 10,000 views. But it's because of the advertisers that were on that one. And you don't get any control over the advertisers. You don't. I mean, you can be a diehard Holly guy, but Elderbrock may pay to be on your ads. You know what I mean? So you don't get any control over that. YouTube, in its infinite wisdom, does all that. But that's what decides what your actual pay is. Now, it will average out to something along the lines of this: $4.50 every 1,000 views. something along those lines. It'll average out to something that sounds like minuscule amounts of money. I've got one video on my channel that's approaching 400,000 views. But when you think $4, 1,000 views, man, that don't sound like a lot. I've got videos that's got 200 or 300 views. Yes, but if you do 5 videos a week, that's up to you how many videos you do. But sometimes you'll hit that one big video, and all of a sudden you realize $4 can add up to be a lot of money. So all that brings me to end with this part is putting content out there. A lot of people, you will see a lot of people that might make one video a month, or big channels can make one video a week and be fine. But when you're a smaller channel, one video a week is not going to get you any money. You have to make videos. And a lot of people are scared to do that. They're going, well, I wanted to make a video on building a 67 Mustang, and it's going to take me a month to put it all together and edit the videos and do all this. So I can only make one video a month. You're going to be a hobbyist, and you're never going to make money doing it. You don't do a video on, when you're a small channel. When you're a big channel, you can, but you don't do a video as a small channel on building a 67 Mustang. You do a video on installing a fender on a 67 Mustang, adding AC to a 67 Mustang, doing seats and interior on a 67 Mustang. You see what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden that video that you could only do one a month, now all of a sudden you've got 2-3 videos a week that you can pump out. Whatever you're doing, within reason, guys, whatever you're doing, video it. There is no secret formula on this part. The secret formula simply is video what you're doing. Doesn't matter. One of the most popular videos actually the 2 biggest videos on my channel, the 2 single biggest videos on my channel, both were not planned videos. Both videos were videos that I done in the spur of the moment. The first big video I ever had on my channel that really took off, and it's close to 50,000 views. The first big video I ever had, I was going to put the transmission back in the Galaxy, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it apart to clean everything and make sure everything's good, inspect everything. Maybe everybody else would like to see it too, and see what a manual race transmission is all about. A race style 4-speed transmission. So I had already started wiping it down and everything. I'm like, all right, just turn the camera on. So I just turned the camera on and kept doing what I was doing and showed people what the inside looked like. Bam, that video is right at 50,000 views now. Where videos I plan out that I'm going to make this video, and I plan out every detail of when I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do this, those videos don't seem to do as well. That tells you that video everything. If you're doing it and it's related to, in my case, an automotive community, if you're doing a video and it's related to automotive stuff, video it. Video it, video it, video it. Doesn't matter what part it is. But what I would refrain from doing is making videos that say something along the lines of 67 Mustang Part 1, 67 Mustang Part 2, 67 Mustang Part 3. Because people are going like, man, I'm tired of seeing that thing. But if you do a video that's installing seats, hey, I might need to know how to install a seat. Install an aftermarket steering wheel. Huh. Man, I wonder how that goes on. You don't have to say install an aftermarket steering wheel in a 67 Mustang. Titles do matter. You can just simply say install an aftermarket Shelby steering wheel. People will be like, ooh, I wonder how that goes together. They're going to watch that, You don't even have to show the whole car. You simply focus on what you're doing. So break it down. How you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. One bite at a time. One more quick word, and then I'm out, and I got to get back to work. Titles matter, just as I stated before. If you're doing a my ramp truck out there, if I'm doing something with a ramp truck, I don't want to put the day we piddle around with the old ramp truck and we're going to try to do side mirrors and maybe something else and see what we can do here and possibly get something done and maybe loaf around a little bit. What? If I was going to do mirrors on a ramp truck, I would do the ramp truck gets mirrors. Get to the point. You've got a handful of words right there that somebody's scrolling a video for them to look and see what it's all about. So titles do matter. The thumbnail picture matters as well too. Now, a secret that I like to use for thumbnail photos is do your video. I already have in mind when you're videoing it that, oh, this angle or this would make a cool thumbnail. Set your camera, your phone, whatever you're filming with up in that direction. Shoot a little footage from that direction. When you're all done, scroll back through while you're editing and screenshot that section. The screenshots from your video are already the correct size to fit the box that YouTube gives you for a thumbnail. And then, of course, you can edit it and do any kind of fancy stuff you want to after that if you want to put words across it. Personally, I've tried that in the past. I don't really like a bunch of words poked across the thumbnail. I think it muddies it up. I prefer a clean thumbnail. That is entirely up to you. But that's really all I got, guys. Is one of the most important things, in my opinion, if you want to be successful at YouTube and make a living at it, is interact in the community. That is very important. Drop a comment. Always make sure to tell people to drop comments. Always comment on other people's videos. It may seem like, how is this going to, if you're solely in this for yourself and you're that guy and you're thinking right now, how does commenting or subscribing on someone else's channel help my channel? YouTube rewards community. It's that simple. That's as simple as I can put it. YouTube will reward community. And if they see you interacting with another channel, then they're going to work harder to make sure people can interact with your channel. Community is important. But at the end of the day, have fun. Yes, you can make a living doing it. And the studies that have been done, 4,000 subscribers is really all you need to be able to go full time on YouTube. If you've got 4,000 subscribers with 1,000 core that watches your videos. Now, you may have 8,000 subscribers and your videos still only getting 200 or 300 views. That means you do not have that core 1,000 subscribers yet. You need a core 1,000 subscribers. Once you get that, with 4,000, your channel will take off. It'll start skyrocketing, and you can make a living doing it. Again, making a living is different than being rich doing it. And making a living looks different for everyone. For me, I really haven't broken it down into hourly what it would take because I don't look at it this as a 40-hour week anymore. People don't realize that you will actually work harder doing YouTube content than you will at a regular 40-hour week job. You don't get a break from making YouTube content. If you do, it'll bury you. You are always either making content, editing content, or planning out what you want to do for the next content. It is a full-time job. I am at the point now where I have 3 or 4 vehicles around here that are customer vehicles that I've got to finish up, and they've been around here a while because I have always ran my own shop. But I'm no longer taking in any new work. I'm not taking in any new work from the outside from anybody because I can sustain on YouTube now. So that means the customer vehicles that are here, you will be seeing them get finished up. over the next month or so. And, well, probably the next 2 months. The next 2 months, you will see all that stuff getting finished up. And then everything you see here from here on out will be building the stuff that we have here that belongs to us. But as I was saying, I try not to look at the income as an hourly thing because it changes so much. The pay rate changes so much based on advertisers, the viewers, all that changes. So I try to look at it month to month income. I know my bills add up to this much money each month. So if I can make that plus $1 average each month, then that means I can make a living doing YouTube. I may not get rich that way, but I can make a living. If you're planning on doing this, look at it for a couple of months minimum, but I would say 3 or 4 months of income to make sure that it's not just a spike you're riding and you're going to dip back out to a lower number. Make sure that you're sustaining that number of watch hours, and that will tell you what you can do. Either sustaining or growing is what you want to see. You don't want to have a good month and go, okay, I can do this, and then the next month your income's half that. I know this wasn't probably the video a lot of people was thinking they would see, but what I'm telling you is, yes, you can make a living doing YouTube as a relatively small channel. As I always say, guys, if you want to know anything else, drop it in the comments. As I said earlier, if you have a YouTube channel, drop it in the comments with the YouTube channel name. And if you'll subscribe to mine, I'll subscribe to yours. And I would ask each one of you guys that if you see somebody's channel in the comments, subscribe to theirs. Trade subscribes. You know, scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of thing. We grow the community together that way. As always, I'll try to answer any questions, or I'll try to respond to any comment that is made. And the next thing you're going to see from me is power tour stuff, because that is creeping up on us extremely quick, like within a week, kind of quick. So, and as you can see, I'm not working on my power tour car yet. That's great. I appreciate each one of you guys. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched, subscribed, commented, and of course, liked and shared. The shares are extremely important as well, guys, because think about it. You're pretty much driving your own bus at that point when you start sharing videos. You're pretty much pushing it out there. And again, if you're getting paid off watch hours, the more it's shared, the more watch hours you're getting paid. One last thing is, when you get to a certain point, merchandise. Merchandise is real. We have for sale racing shirts. I will put a link to that in the description. If you want a for sale racing shirt, I will put a photo of a for sale racing shirt in now. This is it. And so, with all that being said, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all you that subscribe, watch, comment, share, all those things. I really appreciate each and every one of you more than you could ever know. It means the world to us. And God bless you. Hope the Lord bless you more today than He did yesterday. To each and every one of you, thank you. To Him be all the glory. We will see you on the next one.
I'd say he's a nut job.